absolute bare minimum. This can. Maybe if I shake the can up. It's feeling pretty damn empty though. No pressure. Not much. I think that's all she wrote, guys. But that's totally using a can up for sure. Spend hours squeezing the life out of this thing. I almost finished. I'm going to try to squeeze as much out as I can just to get this little section here. As I put the nozzle to the wood, I let the pressure build up a little bit, and that gives me a little tiny bit more just to finish this damn thing. That's about it though, guys. The can is pooched. I'll show you what we did. So this little section under the door, I just kind of coated all this, and this will expand out, and I got basically all the way to there before it ran out, and this stuff's really starting to bloat out good, and the door frame should be holding pretty steady there. This stuff's hardening up. And look at this stuff. It wants to crawl right into the tiny house. This stuff's alive here. Look at that. That's craziness. Oh, there's a jet up there. Airplane. Not spraying. No geoengineering today, thank God. So we'll see how this tightens things up. I know it's pretty ugly, guys, but you know, this is super budget. You could have done a lot of different ways on here, but I like this. This hides a lot of, you guys remember how it used to look like if you were watching. And yeah, that cleans that right up. And then obviously I'm going to clean all this up with a knife once that hardens up a few more times and go from there. That'll be nice. That's probably, yeah, that's a little too, that's got to harden up for a couple hours anyway, for sure. So I'm gonna get going and tidying up. That'll be the next part of this deal. But I gotta clean up all this stuff, put some stuff back, and unload a bunch of stuff from work. So I'll be busy doing that while waiting for this stuff to cure. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Oh boy, here's what it looks like from the inside, guys. That's starting to get rock hard there. This stuff that's kind of crawled out is a little softer. Oh shit. real soft still. The stuff that kind of is going whatever way. So that's obviously a real tight fit. Again, it's trying to squeeze out this way, which is okay. That way I know for sure that's going to be a tight seal there. And then the new doorway, or the new entrance, it looks okay too. So the Dyson's charged in the time I was doing all that stuff, which is okay. And yeah, everything's in float again. And not much to report here, guys. Not really. Oh, I had to use the Nature's Head compost toilet, though I'm sure you don't want to hear that, but everything works fine. If you guys watched me on my change out video, that was kind of gross, but the toilet does work very well. And yeah, so I'm just gonna rest here, maybe sit on the bed while watching foam dry and go from there. But bed's comfortable, and I'm trying to wait for this stuff around the door, because I can't really close the door or I'm gonna have one hell of a mess. The door probably won't open again, especially on these softer parts here. As you can see when I touch it with my glove, that would glue right to the door and the door would be nasty. It'd be hard to get that stuff off, so I gotta kind of wait till these cure as you know, as hard as possible before trying to remove that stuff. And that really will seal up the tiny house quite well. You can hear the wind rustling around my leftover survival blankets there. And that stuff should be disappearing shortly, guys, once I get the money together and the time to get the plywood and 2x4s. I think I should take a measurement from this wall here over. Well, wait a minute. Here's a panel. That's 4 feet. That's another 4. That's 8. 4. So there's 8 again. And then so that's 16. And then another 8 with this one and that one. And I have to match that on this side as well. So let's see, 4. Yeah, because I have to do the long, like the lengthwise is going this way, the longest, which is the 8. And that should go all the way across and should be okay. So we'll see. So that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24, yes, actually it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of plywood, and 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, so 8 total. 8 2x4s by 8 long. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of plywood. And that will do basically from the solar closet area back to this divider wall, and at least that way most of the tiny house will be done And I can actually just do this area here, which is kind of like the living space. I'm gonna forego the bathroom and forego the storage area because I did not have it set up yet for my big solar system. So that makes sense. I think that'll work. Perfect. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, we got a lot done today at work as well. So I had, thankfully, enough free time and moolah and supplies to get this done. And that thing is still crawling. This one's almost up to the door now. See that? Let me zoom in. Look at that. That's crazy. What's that noise? Oh, must be the ceiling is cooling down, I think. The roof. It's metal, so you hear the... When it rains in here, guys, you really hear it. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Crazy. So yeah, once I get this living area done, guys, that's gonna be cool. Especially once I get these fans up. One's going probably centralized here, just above the bed. Well, not totally above, but central to the bed. And then the other will be obviously central above the wood, or not the wood stove, but the propane stove there. And then down the line, if I do get a wood stove, which I hope I can afford sometime. Here, I'll put you up here where it's kind of taller. Once I get the wood stove, I may have to get another one of those 12-volt fans as well. Just for the wood stove as well, so that would be okay. And where the wood stove goes, nobody knows, guys. I'm not quite sure the best location for that, but that's a pipe dream for now, unless I make a ton of money and go from there. And the hunt for land, I don't know, guys. I can say it continues, but no bites. I have ads up for land here locally and have not a single bite. Had them up for years, so go figure. And the ones that do contact me want like 40 grand, which is, let's see, how many tiny houses would that be? Tiny houses completely finished with all the solar and gear I want and everything. Probably could build four of them for the price of a little bit of land, which is insanity. You guys are, I have a lot of American subscribers, and I tell you what, I'm going to say it again. You guys are very lucky in the US that you can get cheap land prices the way you guys do. They may be in the boonies, but if you're able to keep a day job and able to travel safely back and forth, that's awesome. I know up in the mountains and stuff, you can get like an acre for 150 bucks. An acre. Yeah, that's what I say too. Jaw-droppingly cheap. And over in the US, like even an acre over there is like $1,000, maybe 2,000. That's cheap compared to what I gotta try to pay here. There's no way, guys. It's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. So I'm doing my best with what I can. Actually, I did mention this quite a while ago on my videos. If I waited to get land for the tiny house, I'd still be waiting, guys. There would be no YouTube channel. You would not have seen me whatsoever. And that's why I went ahead and just started on the tiny house project here and tried to get a lot of things done on a budget while also saving for land, which is ongoing. And it's just tough. Tough. But like, if anything does happen, and let's say I don't get land, I can still live here full time if I have to. $50 a month ain't bad for rent. Like I said, so if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. And it sounds like my accountant will be paying me this October the $300 that he owes for rent here, and he may continue to do that or he may not. If he does not, I lose half my rent here, but the bonus is I get rid of all that junk in the storage room, all those boxes that take up all that space. Then I can really get to work on the tiny house, especially in the storage area that I'm going to turn into aquaponics slash massive solar battery slash storage. But yeah, for now we'll see. But in the meantime, the money does help that he pays half my rent for the year here, because sometimes I don't get lucky and I have a slow season for work, or something happens like my dad's medical and I'm not working as much, so it can put a damper on the bank account and what you want to get done that year. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm just talking, waiting for the spray foam to cure up, and then I can bail out of here. I gotta go meet my dad and get rid of some more stuff out of the truck and go from there. And then tomorrow I think oh my god, I get to sleep in tomorrow. Unbelievable. I'm gonna sleep in, and if I don't have anything else on that day, guess where I'm going, guys? I'm going to the lumber yard. We're gonna get some ceiling materials. I'm gonna do another count here though, just to make sure I have the right stuff. 1, 2, or that's, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I thought it was, 6. So 6 pieces of plywood, 1/4 inch, and 8 2x4s by 8. Hopefully I can pick out some straight ones. I had major issues with the lumberyard. Really crappy wood, like these things were bowed severely bad, and I know, no, it's not the workers' fault or anything, it's just what the crap they get shipped from these lumber companies. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. And then I can get started, guys, hiding this survival blanket stuff. We'll put the 2x4s up, and we'll see what I can get done. And it should hide a lot of it, and should really improve things once the survival blanket is on the top, because I've only got the sidewalls done, as you guys know, and I'm super impressed. This stuff's unbelievable. But crazy. So that's the goal, guys. Get that done. Then a lot of people have stopped watching just because of the ugliness of the survival blankets hanging, which is pretty bad. So, oh yeah, it's bad. Also, what do you guys want me to show on video? Do you guys want less package unboxings? Do you want more package unboxings? Do you want more tiny house, more solar, more prepping? Believe it or not, guys, my prepping videos are more popular than what this whole channel is about, which is my tiny house. My prepping channels are more popular than the tiny house. So that's kind of the direction I've been kind of leaning towards, of putting more prepping videos out. But it's up to you guys. If the majority says more prepping or more tiny house or more solar or whatever, I can try to get some stuff done. But like I said, I'm stretched pretty thin this year after you know, Dad's medical issues and, you know, putting stress on everybody and putting stress on me. And hopefully, I haven't taken my monitor, my blood pressure in a while, but I think things have been pretty calm, so I think things will be okay. Unfortunately, that monitor I ordered from Wish was a fraud. It said it would do blood pressure readings, but it just gives you your pulse, which is like a joke. But I guess in case of an emergency, if somebody's unconscious, you could actually probably put that on their finger, because that would actually communicate to you what their pulse was, and if it was dangerous, or if they're okay and they're just unconscious and not, they're breathing, everything's working, but they're knocked out or something. That'd be the only reason I think you would use it. But other than that, guys, I'm gonna end the video for now, and hopefully I can get out of here shortly once this stuff cures up. So we'll talk to you later. Hey guys, Rob here from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Going to open the door, hopefully, and see what happened. It's been 24 hours since I've spray foamed, and I have my little fillet knife here. This one works really well, and we're gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna try to clean up the edges and stuff, get everything flush, but we'll see if I can get into my tiny house or not. That's why I wanted to film me coming in. Okay, here comes the outer door. Oh, okay, good. So it did form fit. It flattened these edges, and that looks good. This is rock hard now. I might even leave that. I might not even trim that. Though it looks nasty. And then if I point you up here, you can see, where's my finger? I have to do major trimming all along here with the fillet knife. Now, the sun, I need to move the camera because I don't want to damage it. The sun is now out of frame, so that's good. So what I'll do is I'll unlock the tiny house, grab my fillet knife, and we will get to work. I think it turned out quite well. And my thermal pan didn't bulge out or anything. It's kind of rock solid here. So that's really nice. That turned out better than I expected, actually. Okay, so we'll unlock the deadbolt. And oh man, it's nice and cool in here. Oh, let me grab my fillet knife off the door. and I'm going to lock the outer door to the tiny house so it doesn't fly in frame when I'm up in there. And I'm going to start doing the choppy chop up here. Whew. She's cool in here. Let me check the temperature quick. 64 Fahrenheit and 19.4 Celsius. 47% humidity. Crazy. Okay. So, I'm going to start with the fillet knife here. Take off the excess. You can probably do it. I don't want to get this seal cut, so you got to kind of do it this way. Big chunks, guys. There's that piece that try closing the door in on it. Whoops. Don't want to make too much of a mess in the tiny house.